to show you some curls. So I'm going to section, and when I'm home I just kind of do rough sections, and when I curl I usually only do 3 for my hair, but it depends on the hair type and texture. So if you've got a ton of hair, I would do 4 for sure, but I have pretty fine hair. I can take a little bit bigger sections and still get a good curl, so I'm only going to do 3. And then I take a 1 to 1.5 square inch piece there. And you can do one of 2 things. I'm going to use my IGK Good Behavior spray. This is such good thermal protectant, and it also fights against frizz and leaves your hair feeling super smooth. So I usually go through and just spray each section really good, and then go through with the brush. And then I want some lived in curl today, so I'm going to just show you how to do that. And first things first, you don't want to let the clamp go until you've already kind of started curling, so you don't get any lines, any heat lines from that. And then I'll just twist that around, hold the end, and then slowly just let the top of the barrel out and pull it through. And that will elongate and give you a little bit of curl. And then if you want it even longer, you can just pull the end here before it cools, and it'll elongate it even more. Into the next section, I'll do a couple of these, and then I'll skip to the top section. If you have a hard time with your hair holding curl, you can go ahead and spray with Hairspray before, and then it'll give you a really good hold. And I'll show you that with the next curl. So I just let that top part out slowly and then pull it through. I've got a nice long curl there. So this last one back here, this is my favorite Davines Stronghold Hairspray. It's still a movable, brushable hairspray, but it gives an amazing hold and it smells like candy. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna clamp that down. I sprayed that. I'm gonna keep pulling it through, and then let that top, just wind the top one out, and then slowly wind the rest out. And then I think we're gonna let those cool so that the curl will hold. You've gotta let them cool completely. So do not disturb them until they're cool. Now I'm gonna go through and do the second section. We're at the top section. I'm just going to give this a good spray. Okay, I like to start in the front. I'm just going to hold this up to give me the maximum volume. So I'm going to kind of overdraft it up this way before I stick the curling iron in. I'm going to stick that in, and remember not to let it clamp until you've already started turning so you don't get a line. Slowly feed that through. Grab the end. And then slowly, it's harder when the hairs are short with this curling iron. But if you don't get that long curl, like I said, you can pull this down. Kind of elongate it a little bit. If I haven't heard me talk about this curling iron, I love it. It's my Bioionic 1 1/4 inch. I love the long barrel for long hair. It's a game changer. But just remember, it does take practice, and especially with this, it's a little bit awkward at first to learn to use. So if you're worried about it, I would just start practicing kind of wrapping your hair around it and doing the motions of it before you plug it in and turn it on, and then kind of practice. And always start your heat low and use a thermal rotate around the head. I like to kind of take triangular sections like a pie. So you think the crown of your head is a pie. I'm going to take triangle sections so that I get a really even distribution of curl, how it lays and everything. And then we'll pull that down one at a time. Nice long curl. Go to the next section. It's hard for me to wrap the back out, so I usually just kind of slowly let it out and pull down. See where we are here. I like to curl toward the back, away from my face. Once in a while I'll switch it up, but I totally get in the habit of doing that, and I like it. I like that I can wear it a few days and not have to touch it up. It falls out well for my hair. But everybody's different. If you got a little shorter hairstyle, sometimes it's fun to give yourself a little bit more texture and rotate the barrel. So like I did that one backwards, this one to go forward. Give you a little bit more texture and movement, fullness in your hair. So if you're lacking that and want more, you can try rotating back and forth the direction of your curl. And the last one. This is a spray and some extra protectant. There's no way I can get this one through. Oh, short babies. So I'm just going to pull that out and then pull it down. I'm going to let these go completely, and then we're going to brush it out. Okay, we're going to brush these out really gently, just from the bottom. You can use your fingers too if you want. If you don't want to separate those curls. I really like to separate them, especially for today, because I really want it to look, I don't want it to look too uniform. The more you brush and run your fingers through, the softer it's going to get, the more you're going to pull those curls out. So if you're somebody whose hair doesn't hold curls, you won't want to mess with them too much. So, here we go. If you need some extra volume, sometimes I'll go in with a toothbrush or comb just under this top layer here, flip this over. You gotta leave this to be able to smooth it out. You don't want to have a lot of teasing showing out, any teasing showing out. That one section gives you a little bit of lift. Sometimes I'll do one that way. I know that some of my clients have a lot more hair than me, so one of these days I'll have to do a video on one of them showing you curls with a little bit thick hair. So this one is the lift and the longer curls. The next video we'll do is just really super uniform, and then I'll do one with the wand, and yeah, we'll kind of go through and show the difference. But this is just a texturizer spray, which I love. So there you go. If you have any questions on that, shoot me a message, and I'll try to answer all of them as soon as I can. Have a good day. Happy curling.